Hey Kumph members, in today's video we'll talk about is Tom Brady today the greatest NFL quarterback of all time? Is he lucky? Is he helped by the refs in his defense? Is Eli Manning more clutch than him? Did he help or hurt the NFL? We'll talk about all that here today in this video where we react to 1 Brady fan versus 10 Brady haters, a House of Highlights video. Thank you, House of Highlights, for this video. We'll put it in the description below. That's about it. Subscribe to Kumph-E, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and follow my clothing brand, Kumph-E Clothes. Go buy yourself a shirt. That's about it. See ya.
First claim is Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
Yes.
Tom Brady is not even the greatest of all time in his own city. Bill Russell, if we're talking about greatest, is a greater individual athlete and team player than Tom Brady. Bill Russell has 11 championships, and in game 7, everything on the line, 10-0. Tom Brady, meanwhile, lost to Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick. He lost 2 Super Bowls to Eli Manning. Eli Manning is horrible. That's literally going to be the reason why Eli Manning gets in the Hall of Fame, because Tom Brady choked in the biggest stage to Eli Manning twice. And you're talking about another player who's greater than Tom Brady?
First of all, Tom Brady does not play defense. He plays quarterback. So that's on the defense for letting Eli Manning do the clutch stuff he did in the Super Bowls. Another thing is, too, yes, he is the greatest of all time when it comes to the quarterback position. 7-3 in Super Bowls, been to 10. I don't know about you, but that is pretty positive numbers compared to other quarterbacks that have not been to 10 Super Bowls. Yeah, he is the greatest of all time. There's really no debate. There's no one even close to behind him. And if you have any other quarterback you try to put out there, you're just wrong. To be quite honest, no one is even close to behind Tom Brady in the race, and we need to stop these conversations.
To be clear, I was arguing about football. However, I will entertain
Wasn't the prompt.
That's fair. The prompt was a little bit open-ended. Bill Russell was about 2 feet taller than everyone else he was playing back in that era. I don't care about his accomplishments before we had color TV.
Yes,
I really don't. So Tom Brady, we're not talking about.
We don't give a fuck about Bill Russell. We're done with the 60s. Okay, we're done with the 50s and 60s. We're talking about now. Brady is the greatest of all time. I don't care about Michael Jordan. I don't care about he brought up Bill Russell. No one cares about Bill Russell. Bill Russell's an old fuck. No one gives a shit about Bill Russell. Shut up about Bill Russell. No one cares. We don't care about Michael Jordan. We don't care about Wayne Gretzky. We don't care whoever y'all want to put out as the GOAT of baseball. We don't care about any of this shit. We don't care about running and sprinting and swimming. We care about the greatest sport in the world. The best, most beautiful sport in the world in American football. And it's Thomas Edward Brady Jr. the third, Bartholomew the second, is the greatest quarterback. Not only quarterback, he's the greatest player. He's the greatest of all time in sports in general. The wide just world of sports. He's the greatest of all time. There is no debate. There's no argument. There's no conversation to be had. Thomas Edward Brady Jr., the fourth, Bartholomew the third, is the greatest athlete of all time. And there's no conversation to have, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm done. That's what I want to say now, because these people piss me off.
Him not even being the greatest of all time in his own city. That is absolutely asinine.
We're talking about championships.
Diabolical argument, because it's not just about championships. It's about the numbers that accompany the championships. Tom Brady is the NFL's all-time leading
Bill Russell also won all the championships against people who are plumbers and firemen as well, and people who did not even play basketball full-time. So yes, he beat a bunch of people who are architects in their time before then, and then decided to play some football on the basketball on the side. That's who he beat for those 11 championships. So I really don't care about Bill Russell and his achievements.
He's the NFL's all-time leader in touchdowns.
Great defender, but no, not the greatest of all time in his city.
Tom Brady's thing should never even happen, because he got extremely lucky that Mo Lewis destroyed Drew Bledsoe and knocked him out of the game. The tuck rule in the history of the league, he's not even a person if it wasn't for the worst rule in the history of sports, which was the tuck rule, because that was was the most blatant fumble in NFL history, and the fact that call went for him is a joke. Because if you watch football now, that's a fumble
So
today.
you think that would negate his whole career if the Tuck rule didn't
Yeah,
happen?
so his
I mean,
career never
Tom Brady
happens
won
to
a
Tuck.
legend, who knows what happens?
The legend of
Maybe-
Tom Brady doesn't happen.
Yeah, maybe
That
the
doesn't
Patriots
happen.
were like, you know what,
Oh,
we
no.
gave our chance with Tom. He lost in the playoffs. We're done with you. We're going back to Drew. That could have easily
Yo,
happened.
get this guy out of here, bro. Get this dude out of here.
Understand that from a winning standpoint. There might be some people behind me that think Patrick Mahomes will overtake him, and I don't think that day will come. So by the winning metric of winning
W,
Super Bowls,
that day won't
yes,
come.
Brady is the greatest to do it. But how do we want to define that, right? Brady might be the luckiest quarterback of all time. We go, right?
You had me? I thought you knew what you were talking about. I thought you knew what you were talking about. I thought you were a real football head. I thought you were a real ball sexual. But no, you think he might be the luckiest. Oh my God, yeah, 10 Super Bowls. That's luck, guys. Guys, 10 Super Bowls, winning 7 of them. That is all luck, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way he could just be really good. There's no world. No way.
What value was he to his team? He was a great system quarterback. Always had a top 10 defense when he won.
The damn system
His
word.
18 seasons in New England had 10 top 10 defenses. That's pretty good, or rather 13, I believe. Throw 3 more on there. When he went out in 2008, first of all, lost the biggest game of his life when he was 16-0, right? Against my New York Giants. Excuse the Baltimore jersey. He goes, right? Loses that game. Then goes out. The Patriots go 11-5 with Matt Castle, who hadn't started a game at quarterback since high school. And we're
No!
11-5 in NFL history not to make the playoffs. Right? So they could have made the
Bro,
playoffs. Stop!
stop with this shit. Stop. Oh my, Matt Castle did really well, so that must mean Brady was a system quarterback. Lol. No, shut up, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. I thought you were a ball knower, but you aren't. You're not a ball knower. Stop. You're casual.
Some better
Bench
defenses
warmer
in years
brand
when
needs to
didn't
put
have
this guy on the
defense.
bench.
Looking at 10,
Yeah,
11,
yeah.
He threw 500 yards, 4 touchdowns against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. That should be a
Hell
Super Bowl
yeah.
victory every day of the week, especially
Right.
because Tom Brady's God's favorite. What do
Yeah.
you mean? That's part of being great.
Hell yeah.
And defense takes
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. So
He is God's favorite. I love Brady. I love him.
way, Mr. Clutch still had a chance in that Philadelphia game at the end and was stripped.
It's crazy to me that we want to nitpick the few Super Bowls he didn't win when he's sitting here with 7 of them, and you're telling me that he's the luckiest.
Yeah, he won 7, but did you see that one play he didn't do? Of course he didn't. Because that is clear evidence on why Brady is not the GOAT. Because he missed that one throw in that one game that didn't matter. Whoa! Whoa, he's right, dude. What are we doing? Dude, where's my Eli Manning? What are we doing, guys? Like, dude, this is a joke. This is a joke, guys. Like, seriously. This is unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. How did we make this mistake? How did we make this mistake, guys? Seriously. It's unbelievable.
My next claim is Tom Brady is the GOAT of all GOATs in any sport.
Like I said, ain't no one catching up to him.
The wins?
No one
The
is.
wins, or did he? Because he didn't change the game. He didn't do that.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. That he didn't
So the
change
goat of all
game.
goats is Tiger Woods, because he
Okay.
broke through barriers just to play in his
Okay.
sport. He completely changed
Yeah,
the
Tiger
game.
Woods,
He's
man,
had
yeah.
For what other people be career-ending injuries, he's had.
Yeah, Tiger Woods. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Woo! Tiger Woods, let's go. I love Tiger Woods. Come on. Come on. Let's be honest. No. He's not. Tiger Woods was a great player. He did a great thing. He did a great job. He broke boundaries in golf. A lot of cases, he wouldn't be as successful as he would either because of the power that be or a lot of other reasons. He tried to fuck that up for himself because of his own doings. But even then, he was an amazing golf player, or probably the greatest of all time, and just absolute boundary breaker as a whole. He's not Tom Brady, though. There's a complete difference between golf and football, and Benchmark Brand might actually bring it up here. Golf is a single-person sport. You only focus on yourself and your own play. Football, especially a quarterback, has to focus on what the O-line does, what the running back does, what the wide receivers do. What all these people do has to focus on that, and if they don't do their job right, the quarterback gets fucked up. And he has to completely improvise everything that happens there. The golf player just has to worry about himself. You will never have a moment where the golf club holder, like, oh, he has Frank. That's the greatest golf club holder in all the land. That means all the Tiger Woods do, all his achievements, all of the stuff he's done is completely irrelevant because the person who holds his golf clubs is the best at it, actually. He is the best, and no one's ever better than him. He never has dropped a golf club on the ground, on the green before, so that means he must be the greatest of all time. So Tiger Woods, all his accomplishments are fucked up, and it don't matter. You only worry about what Tiger Woods does. No one gives a shit about anyone else. It is a single-player sport. That's it. You only have to focus on what you do and how you play it. And he was always nearly the best at it. It was amazing. Tiger Woods is an amazing golf player. But then you focus on football, where you are basically the coach on the field. You are the main man. You are the guy supposed to control what every other player does during the play, and you have to be amazing. You have to be able to know what's going on all around you all times, because if you don't, you will not succeed in the NFL. So no, Tom Brady is the GOAT over Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is not a good example to bring up.
In a team sport, you need other parts of the equation given to you.
I'm saying he
Tom Brady had
elevated
half of the
parts.
equation. Really,
Tiger Woods only had to worry about
everybody
himself.
forgets about special teams, and no one wants to talk about the Patriots.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Yes, they had a good kicker, two really good kickers for a lot of time. Wow, that takes away everything from Brady's achievements. Actually, what are we talking about now? Actually, I'm back to on the boat. Brady sucks. He has kickers. We don't talk about the kickers ever, guys. Oh, we had a good defense. I mean, yeah, every Super Bowl winning team has a good defense, but yeah, for Brady, that is a big minus on him because he had a good defense. He had a defensive-minded coach. That means Brady did nothing. That means he did nothing. Even though in the Super Bowl he played the best he ever had against the Eagles, the defense screws it up for him. But yeah, of course, we don't talk about that, guys. So we don't talk about the kickers and punters and the long snappers, dude. We don't do that. We don't talk about them. So that's actually the true superhero of Brady's achievements.
Legacy.
Well, what's your argument? Like, how is he not chasing?
My argument is that I think people are completely underestimating Brady's longevity and assuming that anybody else will ever reach that. Because Tom Brady led the league in passing with over 5,000 yards at 44 years old. We are assuming that Patrick Mahomes is going to be...
Yeah. Should have won the MVP that year. Should have won over Aaron Rodgers that year, guys. He was unbelievable that year. He was much better than Aaron Rodgers that year. He should not have that second one. Brady should have won the MVP that year, and there's no argument against it, really. Brady was amazing that year, and he led over Aaron Rodgers on everything but picks that year. He had slightly more picks than Aaron Rodgers that year, but touchdowns he beat him, yards he beat them, completion percentage he beat him, everything he beat Aaron Rodgers in that year, and Aaron Rodgers for some reason got it. Made no sense to me, but hey, we just gotta move on.
Able to sustain this level of play for 14 more years?
Well, you're assuming he can. I'm confused why. Players are just playing longer.
Because historical evidence suggests Tom Brady's the only one to ever play that well for that long. Why are we assuming anybody else ever going to do that?
Because the way sports science is going, players are just playing for longer.
I agree, they are playing for
There's
longer.
also a difference. You cannot not adjust how a body works and how health works, how your bones work, how your joints work, how your muscles work. Mahomes plays a much more aggressive form of football as a quarterback. He takes way more hits. He runs a lot more. Overall, he just does get hit a lot more than Brady did because of the way he plays quarterback. Brady was more of a pocket passer. He didn't really escape the pocket much unless he really had to. Mahomes escapes all the time to make plays. He runs a lot too and gets hit while doing it. He trucks people. He gets hit a lot more. He hits people a lot more. So your body doing that would in normal biology, how a body works, you will not be able to do that for as much. Also, Brady took absurd care of his body. We've really never seen, at least in football, an athlete take that kind of care of their body like Brady did, and it's insane. Like, he has a whole health method for him because of how much he took care of his body, and it's just unbelievable. We'll not see it ever again, this longevity, and Mahomes definitely not so for him. He already, before this ACL tear, which again, unfortunate, terrible injury, and I wish it didn't happen. He was already had multiple small minor injuries before then that he played on, which does not help out your case in that. Multiple high ankle sprains, multiple injuries to the knee. overall just leg injuries. And the fact that he runs a lot and he elongates plays a lot, the worst thing you could possibly have is have multiple knee injuries. That's the last thing you want. And he's had multiple knee or ankle injuries. And now he has that ACL tear, which is the worst one of them all. And yes, they both have ACL tears, and they both had them. But Brady had one ACL tear, and he's never had an injury that put him out for multiple weeks. Mahomes has this, and I'm worried it's going to happen more. Because the fact he already has been injured more with minor injuries than Brady was, and now he has the ACL tear, which is very unfortunate. And I think that's what's going to hurt him for having anywhere near the longevity. He would have to play for like 15 plus more years to catch up with the longevity of Brady. Brady was thrown for 5,000 yards at 44 years old. No one's ever going to do that again, and we can't lie to ourselves acting like they will.
Clutch athlete in sports history.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is lying. Because we want to talk about clutch. Everybody sees what I'm looking at right now. I'll raise you more and more and more. I'll raise you 2007, 2011. You have 5th seed Eli Manning. He beats the Bucks, he beats the Cowboys, he beats the Packers. And what does he do? He gets to Tom Brady, and what happens? He wins. You talk about somebody being clutch. Is it clutch to have offensive weapons, Bill Belichick, good?
Dude, I mean, I might need something stronger than water. I might need Everclear to get through this. This is insane. Eli Manning beat him twice, so that must mean he is more clutch than Tom Brady. We're going to take 2 games over 20-plus years of clutch career moments. Totally, guys. This makes perfect sense.
Tom Brady was on the sideline crying, like, damn, I lost another one. And then he sees Mount. And then
You have the footage of that? You have the sound footage of that? Can I get the security footage of that one?
I can send it right
I'd like
after
to
the
see
game.
that one.
And then Malcolm Butler comes with it. With the game-winning pick, he's like, oh, shit, I call life.
Do you want to know how you get into so many situations where that can happen? You lead your team to the Super Bowl
10 times.
You allow for other factors to come into play when you get your team there, when throughout the regular season and throughout the playoffs, you are constantly completing and leading these game-winning drives. Brady is the guy that everybody was afraid of if it was a one-possession game and you had to kick the ball off back to Tom Brady
but
with 2
one
minutes
person.
left. Eli Manning
But
is
one
the luckiest
person.
I've ever seen in my life. Pinned to the helmet. He's not that good.
He evaded pressure.
He did.
Eli Manning's not that good. He doesn't have a Hall of Fame resume without those 2 Super Bowls. If he doesn't get those 2 Super Bowls, he doesn't have a Hall of Fame resume at all. It doesn't exist. No one would talk about him even as a great quarterback. They talk about him, well, he's fine. He was good. Not his brother, though. I mean, they still talk about that with him now, but they're not even in the same conversation of, like, even in the same breath if it's not for those 2 Super Bowls. So, just saying, man, he is kind of a lucky fucking guy. I don't know what to tell you.
NFL has gained popularity and become a global league.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Patriots games is one of the lowest watched games, like, in terms of all NFL teams. But nobody was really turning on Patriots games, like, running home to go see Tom Brady on the field.
I don't think that's true. I think
that's a complete lie. Anytime the Bucks played the Patriots, I wanted to watch it. Because I wanted to see my team beat Tom Brady and the Patriots. Those were the big villains. Those were the big bads. So you wanted to see him win. Or you wanted to see him lose. So, yes, they were viewed a lot. You want to know why Chiefs games are viewed a lot? Because they want to see the Chiefs lose. So it's a complete lie saying that the Patriots, no one was watching the Patriots for real. No, people were watching the Patriots for real. Okay, guys, we need to stop with this propaganda. People were watching the Patriots. People want to watch the best football teams play football. And if they don't like them, they want to see them lose. Why do you think the Dodgers are watched all the fucking time?
It could potentially hurt the integrity of the game and the growth of the game than maybe any player in the last 20 years.
Well, let's talk about it. All right? How did Tom Brady hurt the league and not help the league? Okay? We need to talk about this right now. Okay? Because let's listen. Let's use our knowledge real quick, guys. Okay? All right. So, let's bring in another sport, for example. Why you want to have the big bad usually, why the league wants to have the big bad, the dominant team in the Super Bowl, it's because the casual fans. Most people are casual fans. Most people are not hardcore fans that will watch no matter who the fuck's in the Super Bowl. I'll watch the Super Bowl if it's Jaguars fucking Panthers. I'll watch it. I don't give a shit who's in the Super Bowl. If it's a game I want to watch, it's a game I want to watch. Of course, I'd rather the Panthers lose because I'm a Bucks fan. But I would watch it, even if it's not 2 teams that the NFL or the casual fan would care to see. Here's a prime example that's not even football related. Let's talk about baseball real quick. The last 2 years, Dodgers were in the World Series, highly viewed series. Highly. You want to know why last year's, this most recent one was? Do you think people wanted to see the Dodgers in there? Do you think they wanted to see him win? No. You want to know why people watched that? Unless you were a Dodgers fan, you wanted them to lose. You watched it to see them lose. Here's a prime example of why casual fans don't give a fuck about parity. 2 years ago, I am a Texas Rangers fan. I'm born in Texas. I'm born and raised in Texas. I don't watch baseball. I'm a casual fan, but I root for the Texas Rangers. I hate the Houston Astros. Here's a quick example on how casual fans don't give a flying fuck about parity. The Rangers versus Diamondbacks series is the least viewed World Series in recent memory. No casual fan, because most fans are casuals, watched that World Series. No one gave a shit about it because no one cares about the Rangers or Diamondbacks other than Rangers and Diamondback fans. No one gives a shit. Or if you're a hardcore fan, you definitely watch that. But if you're a hardcore fan or you're a Rangers and Diamondbacks fans, those are the only people that watch that. So the casual fan did not sit and watch that series. They looked on their phones like, oh, who's winning? Oh, okay, Rangers winning. Okay, I don't care, right? But if it's the Dodgers on and they want to see the Dodgers lose, if it's Dodgers or Yankees or as of recently the Astros, you want to see the big bad lose. You don't want to see the big bad win. You want to see this big bad team that no one likes lose. And when they win, you're sad, you're angry, you think it's rigged. Now, do I think the MLB wants the Dodgers in the World Series? Yes, because it helps their viewerships, it helps their overall attendance and how much people watch it. It does help them out there money-wise. So that's why they don't do anything about the fact that Dodgers have, let's be honest, bought their championships. So that's why. So no, the casual fan does not care about parity and all that whole thing. Tom Brady helped the NFL overall, and he overall helped the viewership because people want to see the big bad Patriots lose to the little guy. And when it's not the Patriots in, it gets less viewership. That's how Tom Brady helped, and that's why it's the main reason why viewership in the NFL grew. Now for global, that's a different thing. Global watching for that league, for the NFL, has grown recently because the NFL has focused a lot more on spreading the game globally to Europe, to Central America or South America, and to other places overall. And they might spread even further than they are. So, yes, no, globally, he did not. Because the NFL was not as global when he was playing. Even though it was just 3 years ago he retired, they weren't that global even 3 years ago. The year he retired, that's the first time they went to Germany. So, there's a completely different league when it comes to global. They care about spreading it globally, and no, Brady did not help it globally. But overall, the states-wise and viewership-wise in the states, he did help it and did grow it more.
And we just watched the highest-rated regular season game in NFL history. You know who had absolutely nothing to do with it? Tom Brady.
Wasn't he on the call?
No, he was not. It was on CBS.
I just wanted to make sure.
Believe me,
that would have been funny if he was.
Oh, another thing, too, in this whole thing. I don't know exactly what game he's talking about. I'm thinking he's talking about the Chiefs, or the Super Bowl. Oh, I wonder why. The Chiefs are the big bads now. I wonder why they get viewed so hard. The same way the Patriots get viewed all the time. I wonder why they get put on primetime all the time as well. It's probably the same reason why the Patriots put on primetime all the time. Because people want to watch the big, bad, dominant team lose. They don't care how they lose or who they lose to. They want to see them lose. No one likes the fucking Eagles. No one wants to see the Eagles win a Super Bowl because the Eagles fans are insufferable. Fucking Exhibit A. But here's the thing. People want to see the big bad lose, and they were able to see it. And everyone celebrated. Everyone was happy. So, they got money out of it. People wanted to see him lose and get blown out, and they did the exact thing. So, it worked out. Watch. This Super Bowl will not be viewed as much as last year's Super Bowl because the Chiefs are in there, and these other big-name teams are in there. You have the Final Four teams this year are Broncos, Patriots. Patriots might actually get the viewership. Broncos, Patriots, Rams, Seahawks. Let's be honest. In recent memory, especially since the Chiefs dynasty, and especially since Brady left the Patriots, it's been Chiefs. Chiefs get the highest viewership because people want to see the Chiefs lose.
You know what? For this one, I'm going to be a hater. Eli Manning does not belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yes! Yes, he does not. He does not belong in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. He's not that good. He was fine. He was okay. Phillip Rivers belongs in the Hall of Fame more than Eli Manning. Matt Ryan belongs in the Hall of Fame more than Eli Manning. Let's stop this shit. He's only going to get in because of those 2 Super Bowls against Brady. Other than that, he was shit. Or he was okay. He's funny on the Manning cast, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Thank you. Unbelievable. Jeez, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm here today with the jersey of the better Manning brother. The Manning brother that actually, I don't know, belongs in the Hall. Peyton Manning, this is my dad's jersey. But this is Peyton Manning, the better Manning brother that actually, I don't know, belongs in the fucking Hall of Fame. Has stats that actually belong. Not just being mid his entire career and then winning 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady where he got lucky in all of them. And then it comes to, oh, he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to make it in because the NFL fucking sucks with their Hall of Fame sometimes. All right, some players get in because they shouldn't, even though they don't deserve it. Some players don't, even though they deserve it. The fact that a lot of people say Eli Manning should be a Hall of Fame, and some people say Mike Evans shouldn't, is unbelievable. It's disgusting. But let's see this correct take and how these people react to the correct take. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder who's getting up for this.
Oh no!
The Giants fans.
Bo, say the claim one more time, Bo.
Eli Manning does not belong in the Hall of Fame.
Eli Manning, the best quarterback of all time. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Bo, listen. He beat him. He beat him. Not just once, twice. What we talking about? What are we talking about? Come on.
You want me to respond? I thought you were going to yell over me like you have most of the other times. You want me to respond? Eli Manning's Hall of Fame case is the same as when you put a pair of receiver gloves in the Hall of Fame because a guy went...
Yes! They put Mike White in the Hall of Fame. That's the same thing as putting Mike White in the Hall of Fame. What are we talking about? Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Mid. He's the middest quarterback who's in the conversation for a Hall of Fame in all of football.
For a 300-yard game.
It's like putting a golf cart in the Golf Hall of Fame because it drove the fastest. It makes no sense. Thank you.
Moments. He doesn't have the resume for him as himself
He's
to
not.
get into the Hall of Fame. You want to put David Tyree's helmet in the Hall of Fame? It's probably already in there. But Eli himself does not belong there. He is a moment merchant. He does not have the full body of work because for my entire life, other than those Super Bowl runs, he was mediocre. He was never, ever considered a top-tier quarterback in the league growing up. Big Ben, Peyton Manning,
wasn't.
Phillip
He was
Rivers,
never
all of
better.
them better.
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
He was never better than Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Phillip Rivers, Big Ben. Who else? Fucking Cam Newton, Matt Ryan. Who else can I name? There's so many quarterbacks I can name that were better. Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable that this is a conversation right now. Unbelievable. It's kind of disgusting. I'm disgusted. I am appalled. And I think this was, I think, to be honest, it makes sense that only the Giants fans are up here trying to argue this because they are delusional.
Of all GOATs in your words, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now let me take this to a different sport so I can just make example.
Take me on a
parallel.
ride.
LeBron James is the GOAT of all GOATs. Steph Curry, little Steph Curry, the underdog, has made his claim to fame by beating the GOAT of all GOATs.
By the way, LeBron James is not the GOAT of all GOATs. It's an actual debate you can have. I think some old heads want to shit on LeBron way more than he really should get shot on, but he's not the GOAT of all GOATs. I think you're making a mistake there, making that statement with such confidence. But okay.
James. You can make the same case in the NFL. Eli Manning, underdog, little guy, nobody thinks anything of him, beats the GOAT of all GOATs, not once, but twice in the big game. And not only, he didn't just beat him in the Super Bowl.
Don't compare Steph Curry with Eli Manning. Steph Curry has multiple championships. That's not beating LeBron James. And he beat LeBron James multiple times. And then you have Eli Manning that beat Brady twice. And outside of that, he sucks. Steph Curry is a Hall of Famer outside of those championships. He's one of the best. He's the greatest shooter of all time outside of that. He is created a legacy outside of just the championships. So just add on to it. Okay, he was great even when he gets eliminated in the playoffs. He plays great. Eli Manning's mediocre outside of those 2 Super Bowl runs. Stop it. That's about it. Subscribe to Kumph-E Rambles. Follow me on TikTok. Put your opinions in this video down in the comments below. This video is really fun to react to. We didn't do the whole thing. I don't want to just watch the entire thing. Also, it's very long. So I'll put the video in the description below. You can see everything, all the takes, all the arguments. That's about it. Yeah. See ya, Kumph Ramblers.